Tracking coronavirus tonight with all the information about COVID-19. You've probably been hearing a lot about contact tracing. Well, now scammers are taking advantage of the pandemic and are trying to steal your ID or your money. WATE 6 on your side consumer reporter Don Deere explains how these con artists work their trade. Don.
Well, Lori, contact tracers are usually hired by a state's Department of Public Health. They work with the person who has the virus to get the names and phone numbers of everyone that infected person came in close contact. Then people who had contact with the person infected with COVID-19 may first get a text message telling them they'll soon get a call from a specific number. But scammers, pretending to be contact tracers, are taking advantage of how the process works. This Tennessee Department of Health video shows contact tracers at work. What they're doing on the phone is interviewing people who have had contact with someone who tested positive for COVID-19.
And they're contacting you in an effort to help you, let you know you've been in contact with somebody.
At the Better Business Bureau, Tony Binkley says contact tracers have an important job.
A real contact tracer should identify themselves as what they are, who they are, what they're doing, and then start that conversation that way.
The BBB, however, has issued an alert, a warning about a scam involving contact tracing.
They're also starting the phone call as saying, we're a contact tracer. So you don't know if it's real or fake. And then when they start asking for personal identification, they're asking for name, birth date, address, and then they may go into other things like bank account information or credit card information or other, maybe a social security number, and you should never give that out to anybody.
Likely the person who receives the call is alarmed and frightened by the information.
Of course. I mean, I think if we got that phone call that we've been in contact with somebody, it would get our attention.
Another version of this scam involves a robocall claiming to be part of the contact tracing effort.
And they're trying to make you think you've maybe been in contact and push a button to talk to somebody, and then if they can get you to do that, then they'll start asking for the information.
In Nashville, the State Commissioner of Health, Dr. Lisa Piercy, said there are about 700 contact tracers in Tennessee. So if you get a call, how do you tell a real contact tracer from a scammer? Contact tracers will identify themselves as calling from the health department. Contact tracing is normally done by phone, but be wary of social media messages or texts where you're asked to click on a link. Contact tracers will ask to confirm your identity, but they will not ask for financial information.
They're not going to ask you for any personally identifiable information like a social security number, a credit card, a bank account, and they will never tell you who you were in contact with.
Hang up if these guidelines are not met. So your first line of defense is to avoid taking the bait. The bait is a text message claiming someone you came in contact with tested positive for COVID-19. Then you are urged to click on a link for more information. That is your clue to hit delete.